Okay guys, it's Sunday morning, day one of our hike. We are just packing up my stuff, going through it all. Trying to be as light as possible. So here's all the stuff right here. This is pretty much all I'm bringing. Very cool.
What little camera's that? DJI?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay guys, so we're just about to get going here. We're driving to Bunny Head Trail, I think, and then we're gonna do a little pack check, strap my split board onto my bag, and then we're off. I think we're gonna be hiking for, it sounds like 2 hours into some sort of horse farm, I think. And then, yeah, I really don't know. So I'm super pumped. It's a beautiful day here in California, Mount Shasta, California. And this is my first summit ever. And I'm pumped. My bag looks super cool. I don't know, it's just fun. So, yeah, I'll keep you posted. We're gonna head out in like 10 minutes and let's go. Alright guys, we're en route. I'm filming and driving. That's not illegal yet, I don't think. Anyways, so there's Mount Shasta right off in the distance there. That's the guide right in front of me. Idaho plates. And we're doing it. Beautiful day, as you can see. There's the mountain. Got some clouds on top. Oh, I don't know. This is sweet. So yeah, we're gonna get to the trailhead, recheck our gear, put my split board on my bag some fancy way, A-frame style, which I know, but then I guess I'm putting my boots on as well, so I don't really know how that works, but we'll figure it out. And yeah, we're going there, so see you in a sec.
Shasta is
taking some videos.
You hear the bird?
Okay.
Cheeseburger.
I would crush a cheeseburger right now.
We always say that at the beginning of the trip.
Okay guys, so we're at the horse ranch, just a pit stop, get some water here, bathroom. Memorial Day, so it's busy, but this is awesome. So this is kind of pit stop one. I feel pretty good. The fight or flight stopped maybe half an hour in, but my shoulders are toast, so that's the hard part. But otherwise, we're killing it here. Me and Creighton are blasting. And it's just the two of us, so it's fun. But yeah, we're gonna post up here for 15, 200 meters up the trail. We're gonna start skinning. Game on. All right, ladies and gents, so this is the part of the trip where we put our skis on and we started skinning where the snow starts. I was just focused and super tired, so I never even put on my GoPro, so I didn't get any footage of us skinning. We skinned for about just under 3 hours to get to 10,000 feet of elevation, and then the next clip is us starting to set up our tents and start cooking, and that's it. All right, so Mount Shasta, this is the go-to 10,000 foot kind of camp. That's Cray Cray with the orange jacket there, my guide. He knew a bunch of those people in the video, so he was just going to say hello, and they had a bunch of extra water for us as well, so we grabbed that. And then we spent probably 3 hours here just hanging out, set up our stuff. I was smoked, so I ate a bunch of food. We went to bed I went to bed at 6 p.m. and we were up at midnight the next morning to summit. So as you can see, beautiful day. I was just drinking it in because I'd never done any of this before, so it was awesome. And that's it. Yeah, my internal thoughts here were just thinking, like, I was so tired and the elevation was getting me. My shoulders felt like I didn't have any shoulders, so I was kind of just trying to stay awake. And these guys, it blew me away. These guys, is just a regular weekend for them, and I was super impressed and super humbled. Just goes to show there's just different types of athletic ability and fitness levels. I'd like to think I'm pretty fit, but I definitely was humbled quickly. So respect to these guys.
Creighton!
Alright guys, so we are at, I have no idea what elevation, I'll edit it later. I'd say we're 2/3 up. We're gonna camp here tonight, this flat spot. The reason is, I was told, is there's rock fall on that side. There's rock fall on that face. And then beyond that tent is a big valley. That's where we hiked up or skinned up. That's where those guys are going right now. And then obviously in the valley is people are walking there and all that crap. So no dice. And we got a good view of the summit. It's so close but so far. This reminds me of doing my Via Ferrata in Italy. It's right there, but it takes so much effort to get up there, but whatever. So this is it. Let's go. Very cool. Yeah, so we're gonna camp here tonight. Set up the camp in probably an hour, and then okay, so there's our stuff. We're gonna camp right here. Everything is in that blue bag of mine. The tent, food, stove, sleeping bag, everything. Change of clothes. I'm just gonna wear mostly what I'm wearing now. But yeah, this is it, man. Pretty dope. I'm pretty tired. Excuses aside, the elevation and I don't know. It just proves there's this perspective on athletes and performance. These people are beasts.
400 feet as well.
Wow.
I mean, sorry, Misery Hill is 800 feet. It's really not that bad either. Most people just burn themselves out because they have a little summit fever. And
Right.
I think it's right there.
Right.
Like, take your time.
I was lying to the camera. I was telling them that was the summit.
And
So what's
there's
that
a lot
you
of
said
people up
mission?
there just camping
That is
overnight.
up a short
They would just
hill. Short
come
hill.
up
And then
this
there's Misery.
elevation,
Okay.
camp.
So that's Short
There's a
Hill.
girl behind us
And
camping.
then
She
Misery
was
Hill's
reading a
beyond
book,
it.
hanging out.
And then
And then the next morning, when the
Okay,
sun
cool.
came up, she went back down. So very cool. But Creighton knew all these guys, and it just seems like a very cool community. And at this point, I was just kind of like ready to eat and go to bed. And I was just crushing all my snacks and eating as much food as possible. And it was awesome. Okay, so this is the morning we got up. I was pretty tired, but we
Yo.
suited up, crampons, ice
up?
axe, our gear for the day. And 1 a.m. to about 3:30 in the morning, we did almost 2,000 feet of elevation. We took a break, and then the weather rolled in pretty heavy. It got really foggy. Couldn't see 10, 20 feet in front of you. And the wind started howling, so it got pretty dicey. So the guide decided, let's turn around. And I mean, I didn't really know the danger of it, but obviously I agreed. So we got to just under 12,000 feet, turned around. And the first 5 seconds I was relieved because I was so tired. But then, adrenaline kicks in and you want to continue. But all the groups in front of us, you could see their headlights turning around as well. And we went back down to camp. So we got up at midnight, up and down, got back to camp around 6:30 in the morning. So proves that time is relative, because that 6.5 hour span felt like half an hour. It was mind-blowing. But yeah, I fell asleep for about 2 hours. We got up around 9 by the video. Sun was up and the snow was soft enough, and I snowboarded down and Gray skied down. Again, I didn't get any footage. I didn't put my GoPro on. I was just trying to survive. I bailed a ton, but it was so fun. I'd never snowboarded with that much weight on my back before, so it was awesome.
All right, guys, we Woke up this morning at midnight, left camp around 1:45 to do the summit. I was told the summit was about 5,000 meters of elevation, or no, feet. 5,000 feet of elevation, or, oh, I can't even speak. 5,000 feet of elevation from camp to the top. So we're chugging in. We're probably 2 hours in, and the fog came in heavy. Couldn't see anything. So my guide, Cray, is like, yo, we should probably turn around. This is pretty unsafe. Deep down, I was a little bit disappointed, but you know, great move. I got no problem. And then all the groups ahead of us, you can see them turning around as well. So it was a great move. I'm not bitter at all. This trip is wicked. I learned so much. I just snowboarded with a 60 pounds on my back. Never done that before. And now we're going back down to this horse camp, get some water, and pack out to the parking lot. And that's the trip over. I didn't take much footage of the second half of day one because we were skinning and I was dying. And I can't hold a camera and skin. So that's what we did for a few hours yesterday before we made camp. And then this morning it was so dark out, I didn't even bother. So this video will be lacking a bit, but that's okay.
All right, ladies and gents, that was my first ever attempt at a legit mountaineering summit, Mount Shasta in Northern California. We got to just under 12,000 feet, and then the weather rolled in, so we just decided to pull a chute and err on the side of caution, which I totally understand. Now that I've done it, I totally get it. So yeah, that was my first attempt. There'll be many more. Now that I'm back home and rested, I'm getting to do it again. So thanks for watching Mount Shasta. Thanks for the hospitality in California in general, and we'll be back. So again, thanks for watching. Apologies for not the best footage. Learning as I go here. Next time I'll have the GoPro on and get a nice couple drones flying around, and we'll be killing it. So take it easy.